Are you looking for a way to land consulting clients fast and without spending any money in marketing? In this video, I'll show you 3 ways that work that you can actually implement today to start getting some clients. For the best advice on how to grow your consulting business, subscribe to my channel and hit that bell so that you are notified every time my videos go live. It's basically every Tuesdays and Fridays. I've helped a ton of people grow their consulting business through the Consulting Bootcamp, my mentorship program, and also Quest to 10K, my Facebook community specially designed for independent consultants. If you're looking to grow your consulting business and you are going after companies or professionals, you really need to get serious and step up your game with LinkedIn, right? So on LinkedIn, everyone's there. Like there's 600 million members right now on LinkedIn. A lot of those are in the corporate world, or companies are well represented, professionals are there as well. So you really want to get serious. The first way you can do this is by getting off of LinkedIn Basic and just upping your game and going with Sales Navigator. Now, Sales Navigator is one of the paid options, and it really allows you to better connect with the right people, find them much faster, and so that you can close your clients faster. You can close some deals much faster. So there's 2 main reasons why you want Sales Navigator. The first one is you need to understand that when you use LinkedIn, the free version, the basic version, you roughly have access to less than 5% of your market. The reason is because LinkedIn works with degrees of separation. So if, let's say we're both connected on LinkedIn, by the way, if you're not connected, like we should totally be connected, so find me. But when we are connected, we are first degree separation. Now, the people I'm connected to, which you are not connected to, are second degree connections to you. With LinkedIn Basic, that's all you get access to, right? And so it doesn't really make sense for you to bank on your LinkedIn friends to kind of like open up the market for you. So what you want to do is you want to have access to the entire market. And for this to happen, you need to get Sales Navigator. Sales Navigator will basically unlock all the degrees of separation, bringing your actual market from 5% to close to 99.9%. Right? And a lot of people don't know that. So that's the first reason. The second reason is with Sales Navigator, you can actually have much more a much better way of targeting for the people you're going after. So here's an example. Let's say you're going after tech startups, but you don't want startups that are too small, or you don't want to go for startups that have gotten too big, because we both know like startups that have hundreds of employees. So maybe you want to go for tech startups like that are between 10 and 50 employees. Well, with Sales Navigator, you can do that. Without it, you can't, right? So using Sales Navigator will really help you to zoom in and basically go in there. Now, Sales Navigator is amazing to find your ideal future clients, right? It's going to help you finding the right people. But then you got to do 2 things. And this is what people don't do, right? They stay home. I see all these consultants, like they invest on a website and then they have a contact page and they hope that people come to them, and they kind of call their personal network and they kind of stay there, right? What you want to do is you want to go towards these people. You want to be proactive. Now, I'm not saying that you should necessarily cold call and reach out to everyone, but use Sales Navigator, connect with the right people, not to blast your offer, but connect with people, open relationships. Like every day you should be connected with, like a fair amount of people. It could be 20, 30, 50. I've been running some days 100 people that I was connecting to because they were like really well targeted. So you connect with people, you just basically start like a normal conversation. It's like you walk in a bar, you don't just go see the other person and say, hey, I think you're pretty cute. Do you want to sleep together tonight? You don't do that. That's weird. It's gross. That doesn't work. What you want to do is you want to go in the bar and you like just introduce yourself. Hey, my name is Patrick. Nice meeting you. Do you mind if I sit next to you and we chat a little bit? And it's sometimes going to get a yes, sometimes you're going to get a no. It's going to be very similar on LinkedIn. Basically, just open a relationship. Now, that's the first thing you want to do. You want to connect with people, open relationships. But then not all these people will need your help, right? Most people in the market, like even though you're targeting like the right companies or the right people, maybe they don't have the problem that you can actually solve with your consulting business today, right? So you don't want to burn them by pitching your services left and right. What you want to do instead is, on one hand, you start these conversations, and on the other end, you want to show up on the platform. You want to speak to them. You want to go every day and you want to do a little video, do a little post, talk about their business, talk about your future clients' problem. Like talk about you go there and you say, hey, is this happening to you right now? Like, are you having a hard time here with this or with that? And the people who actually are like, yeah, like this is happening right now in my business, they will take notice. And as you show up consistently, and if and when they like what you have to say, eventually you will basically build your credibility with an audience, right? Because on one hand, you're adding people, so you're making it easier for them to see your content, and on the other end, you're really pushing great content for them. So when you have this approach where you basically push, meaning you go for people, you grab people, you bring them into your world, and then you basically pull them in with great content, right? You are the lighthouse for them. Like every day you shine your light and you help them basically navigate around the problem that you can help them solve. And eventually these people will go on your profile. They will go on your LinkedIn profile. And if you've built your LinkedIn profile the right way, if you went away from using your profile as an online resume and instead you see your profile as a marketing collateral piece, right? It's like a landing page. It's a sales page. And they go on your landing page and basically they look at this, then this is where they will start reaching out to you and say, hey, Pat, I love what you keep putting out there. I love your style. We have this problem in our company that you keep talking about, and we're looking for someone. Do you have time next week for a chat? And this is how it works, right? So LinkedIn is really important for you to go there and leverage that platform. And the cool thing is, while there's 500 million or 600 million people on the platform, not everyone right now, like far from it. I would say that the vast majority of people are not putting content out there. And that means that this is a little bit of a blue ocean strategy for you, right? There are people who are putting themselves out there, but out of all your competitors, I'm willing to bet that most of them are not leveraging LinkedIn like that. So this is strategy number one. If you're already running your consulting business, comment below letting us know what you've been doing so far when it comes to marketing. Maybe it was only reaching out to your personal network, right? Or maybe you've tried something else. So let us know so that we can kind of like engage a conversation here. The second idea to get consulting clients fast actually goes against common wisdom. While everyone is basically trying to figure things out on online media, social media, you can actually go the other route. And I'm not talking about hitting the phone and cold calling, and I'm not talking about sending letters. I'm talking about sending package mails. Like we live in an era where everyone is ordering stuff on Amazon, and everyone's kind of excited to receive our stuff from Amazon, whether it's books or whatever else that we're buying. So you can take advantage of that. You can send like real physical packages to your future clients. Some people call those lumpy mail, other people call them package mail, but you get what I mean. So the idea here is to get really creative and get really targeted on who you are sending this out to. So building on the first idea, building on using LinkedIn, you can basically use LinkedIn to target and find the right people you're going after, right, in these companies. So for example, I don't know, maybe you're targeting HR leaders in tech startups that are rapidly growing. And you can reach out to them on LinkedIn, but what you can also do now that you have their address, you have their name, you can send them a package. And this is something that I've actually already done in the past and it worked really well. So you can send a package that looks like a box that would come from Amazon. Everyone's going to open it. No one's going to like just take a box and just throw it away, especially if some pro tips here. You can write, like, use your own handwriting on the box, it's something that's being sent personally. Everyone's going to open the box. Now, in the box is where the magic happens, right? How do you capture? Look, you already have their attention. You capture the attention, but how do you retain it? So, for example, let's say that you are a corporate culture consultant. You help companies improve their work culture so that employees stay in the company longer, they're happier, they're referring their friends and family to work in the company, right? So there's many reasons why companies want to improve their culture. So what you could do is you could start with a card, right? You could basically go online and order cards that are shaped as a ping pong table, okay? And behind the card, behind the ping pong table, you can write something like, hey, first name, I think we would both agree that a great corporate culture, there needs to be more than a ping pong table for this to happen, right? You make them smile a little bit. Like you kind of like you open up the goal of this box getting in their hand. And then you can have, maybe you went online and you went on Glassdoor, the website that basically where employees go in and give score, like rate the company they work for. And you can really target the ones where they don't have good ratings, where the culture is basically suffering. So you can print screen that, put it in there, and then leave a little note saying, hey, like, I'm specialized in helping companies such as yours, turn your 3.2 out of 5 score on Glassdoor to like a 4.5 and up. Essentially helping you retain your best players and become like a great employer. And then what you could do is you could put like a Nespresso, or a K cup, a coffee cup, and just have a little piece of paper that says, hey, let's have a chat. Coffee's on me. Right, so you can really have a lot of fun with this and really get people interested. And what I just described, this example I just gave you, this is exactly what I did for like in a former job that I had before I became a consultant. And from top of mind, I remember that the first time we sent 100 of those boxes to 100 potential clients, and this turned into 13 meetings. 13 meetings with potential clients that were like right into our ideal avatar, right? So it was a perfect avatar, the perfect client, and this brought some business in for us. So it's a little bit of work, manual work, but this can be done really quickly, and you can really set yourself apart, especially if then what you could do is you can follow up by phone, or you can add them on LinkedIn, and it's a really great way to start a conversation saying, hey, have you received, the weird box that, I sent you? Yeah, like tell me more about that. Like that was so funny. I showed, and I had people say, "Oh my God, this is brilliant. We actually I gave this to marketing, and marketing, like our marketing will actually try this." So like it's really cool. So this is actually the second idea, and it can really get you these first few clients really quickly. A third simple way to attract consulting clients is to basically look out for joint ventures. Right, so basically what you want to do is you want to partner up with someone who already has an audience, which is exactly the clients that you're going after, right? And typically this would be someone who's not a direct competitor, so it's someone who sells something else or solves a different problem for your ideal clients. And so the idea is that you go to that person and you basically just strike a deal, like a win-win situation. Typically, that person, for example, could have let's say they have a huge audience when it comes to, they have an email list, right? So they have, I don't know, hundreds of thousands or even thousands of people that they've been basically adding to their email list over the years. And so you are someone who can bring some value to their audience, and at the same time, you're looking for some clients, and in exchange for them basically showcasing you or broadcasting you inside of their list, you will basically give them back a percentage of every consulting client that you sign with their help. So it could be someone who is really well known in the industry, so they maybe have a huge presence on YouTube or on other social media, or like I say, they have a big email list. So it's, even though no one knows you, there's other people who know your ideal clients that you're going after. So the idea is very simple. It's basically, you can, for example, you go on a podcast of someone, right? So you go on a podcast and you basically go there to teach, right? To explain something to your ideal clients. You give a little bit of value there. And at the end of the podcast, basically you can introduce, your services, right? And then you send them to a specific email link. And when people click on the link, then you know that they come from the podcast, and the podcaster, right, the person you do the joint venture with, they know that too. And so that way it's very simple to track and to basically see that which clients are coming from this initiative versus clients that are coming from other initiatives. So it's not, even though you don't have, no one knows you, this is not an excuse. There are other people that know your clients, your future clients, so just go and connect with them. And so this is something you can do tomorrow morning. It's something that doesn't cost anything. I'm not saying go directly for people who are famous, like I don't know, like Richard Branson or Tony Robbins or something like that. But between where you are and between someone who's a world-renowned thought leader, there's probably a bunch of people in between. So this is also something you can do, and you can basically build a list, like build a list of 100 people that you could do a joint venture with, and you just hit them one after another, and you're going to find someone who's going to say yes. And this can become like a great client acquisition channel that will get you some clients as well. If you're looking for a complete strategy on how to scale your consulting business, I wrote a framework which basically sits on 25 pages. It's a PDF. I went like super simple. It's completely free for people in my community like you. And what I did, I basically mapped everything that helped me go from zero to $200,000 of consulting fees within my first year in business. If you want it, it's basically below. It's called the 10K system framework. And also, I have a Facebook community. It's only for independent consultants, so people who are looking to become a consultant or people who are already there, but they don't quite make the income that they would like to. And in that community, it's pretty cool because every Friday I go live and I mentor people for free. So I answer all the questions thrown my way. We have a lot of fun. We hold each other accountable. So if you would like to join, you can again go down like underneath this video and just find the link there and join us. And it's going to be amazing having you there with us. Also, make sure to check out my other videos on the YouTube channel. Everything there is there essentially to help you scale your consulting business. So enjoy, and looking forward to connecting with you, whether it's LinkedIn or Facebook in the community. Come find me. Always happy to have a quick chat, and I'll see you in another video. All right, have a good one. Bye.